And you join us from Rothwell Park, an abbreviated Subby Saturday here. Only one grade today between Briars and Hills. Would you please welcome to run out our first graders onto the field at your service. And we're underway here. Hills in the red and black, Briars in the traditional gold. And Hills will just manage to keep it in. And they will have first possession of the football today. Brought down again. Hills, all the possession so far. But it's been turned over. Commentator's curse. Cosmos. I think that's Fraser Shaw there. And the 5 jumper for Briars it is. Mills at 9. Cosmos. Solid tackle there. Peter Cosmos goes down. Maintains possession though. That looked high, McChrystal, and there's a penalty advantage. Just over the shoulder. Wasn't to the head or neck, but you cannot go above the shoulder. There goes Manasseh, chip and chase. It's going to regain it before halfway, and another one looking for Chris Sassine, the Lebanese connection, but it's going to break down into the 22, and Hills will have it. Urquhart pops it up. But they do have a bit of a breakaway here. Players are offside. Churchyard gets beaten, but there's a penalty, and he's crossed over. It's an obstruction. Mills at 9 to Fernandez. Gets some support there from McChrystal. So Briars now have flipped the field. Can they come up with a Coffle? Goes for a bit of a run himself over the 5 metres line. Can he get over? It's been stolen by Hills, but they may be brought down in their own in-goal. Manasseh standing off at the 10. Cuts out hard. I think that's Chase Ryan, the 23, not the 13. He's brought down just short of the 5. Bodies are everywhere here for Briars. Both teams pretty tight contest in the breakdown. Fraser Shaw, unmistakable. Head strapped and all. McChrystal over the ball. Mills at 9. Fernandez once more driving for the goalpost. Penalty advantage. Will we even need it? Still playing on. Mills, Manasseh tries to show and go, brought down just short. Penalty advantage remains. There's a pick and go. Bodies are all over this ball for both sides. Briars look like they still might have it. It's a try to the Briars. Manasseh's kick. It goes over. And we resume again. And Hills almost pilfer another one of their own kickoffs. So Briars will have the ball between their 22 and 10 here. That one looked high, and it is. I think it's been Churchyard collected again. Eventually brought down. But Hills struggling, turned over. And Anthony to win. Johnny on the spot there, picks it up. Mills fights back to Manasseh. Goes the torpedo. I tell you what, Matt Burton, your one might have gone taller, but that was also a thing of beauty. And there is no one back in the 22, and he's put it down. 12 and a half gone. Score remains Briars 7, Hills 0. That's a knock on, I think. I'm not seeing an advantage signal, but Hills have the ball in any case. Back to Matt Brennan. Just puts it up. It's a speculative one. And in fact, it's been taken back into the 22. So Briars will have a line out as Mills brings it down. Manasseh. And that's another high tackle on Churchyard again. No card as of yet. It is a penalty. Manasseh goes out to McChrystal. Coffle deep inside the 5. Goes himself. McChrystal, I think. It's a try to the Briars. It's another try. 2 tries in the first 15 minutes. And there go the drums again. Manasseh, it's swinging back. Has it come back enough? It's perfect. Callum Gracie held up an age there. Something out of flash dance maybe. Trying to go the maul. Seems to have reconstructed itself. But it's not really moving forward. Referee doing some laps around this, trying to find where the ball is. And it will be turned over, in fact. It's like a 6-man line out. It's gone over the back, taken by Mills. Manasseh is going to kick again, causing all sorts of headaches for the back line of Hills. They do well with that one. Urquhart gets back to the 10. Buggle has looked dangerous, but it went to the winger. And another solid hit from George Hutt, who I said has not taken some knocks this season. He's given them all back today, I think, but it's a penalty against the Briars. And we play on here. Matt Brennan. Now the overlap's on for Hills, and there it goes to Wilson Southon. Trying to get around Mills. He does. He's going to have to beat the wingers. He does. But he's going to get bundled into touch, or is he still in? I tell you what, his foot might have just gone in there, and it has gone. This time, do we get stability? No. And this time, Briars are to blame. Can we get a clean scrum? Thought that was a bit of a balk there. Another penalty advantage. Brennan outside to Isorpo. Goes himself. He's going to make the line. Can he get it down? Yes, he can. To put them within 7. To put them within 1 score. And he makes no mistake. Has this one found touch? Well, that's the new rule. He's brought it from over the plane of touch. It might be out on the full in any case. And this is going to put some pressure on here. David Addanen decides to kick it. He has played 10, so he's got quite a decent boot on him. Finds the cricket pitch, but it sits nicely there for Wilson Southon. Brought down inside the 22. So Hills with another attacking opportunity. Has Koffel. Koffel has pilfered it. Cosmos. Was that knocked on? Yes, it was. And then Saturday the 20th of August is our Back to Briars Day against UNSW. We invite all our old boys, juniors and players, families and all supporters to attend. As Hills play on, there's another knock on. So now ball security posing a threat. He's gotten away here. The winger's away for Briars. It's not going to be enough to cover. He's grounded it. It's a try. So it's a quick reply from the Briars for Liam Coe. And the drums go off once again. Manasseh, his toughest assignment of the afternoon. Just about 5 in from touch, 23 out. Is it going to make the distance? It looks like it's bending back. It's waved away. Driven back. Have Hills turned it over? They have. Brennan. Isorpo, try scorer, brought down on the cricket pitch. That would not tickle. It's a penalty advantage against the Briars. Oh, that was a late clean out. 32 and a half gone, nearing half time. Has that been turned over? It's an advantage to Briars. It's a knock on. Mills feeding once more. Briars relatively stable, but they've been driven over again, but they've managed to hold on. Manasseh cuts out Hud. There's Rye. Has DA outside him. Goes himself. Comes in to try and give himself a bit more space here. And the gold reinforcements come in. Have they come in quickly enough? Ball taking a while to come out. It's with Mills at the back. Annanen. Hud. Looks for the offload. Thinks better of it. There's Koziolik in the 19 jersey. Good to see him out there as well. Stolen away. Away goes Wilson Southern down the line. Is he going to go for the corner? What a tackle by Rye. It's thrown into the field. Koziolik will fall over it. It's a forward pass. Fed again. Hills once more really putting pressure on blindside. Koziolik goes himself. Stays in field. Has Cosmos inside him. Gets run off the ball. Well read by Hills. Nothing illegal in there. Just very smart. There goes the clean out. Where's the ball? Who's going to end up with it? Both teams still fighting for it. Comes out with Briars. Was that one high on Peter Cosmos? There's another penalty. Is it a high tackle? Is it offside? I think it's offside. Throws in and they retain. Well taken by Tobias Anderson there. There's a torpedo of their own, Hills. This one's a nasty one. It bounces almost vertically, but it's not going to be that easy. Annanen sends it right back with a drop punt. Might have a kicking duel here. Jonathan Edwards says, anything you can do, I can do better. And he might just have done if this one finds touch. It doesn't. Mills is going to need some support. That was a very flat ball. Rye looks for touch and finds it. They've looked pretty good in the scrums with the drive. They retain. Out the back. Edwards outside to Brennan to Russo. Brought down. They go back left. Out to Tobias Anderson. Wrapped up there by Nguyen. Ball is out. Ball is available, says the referee, but there are bodies over it once more. Manasseh kicks for touch, and that should just about see us into half-time. And indeed it does. At the break, Briars 19 leading Hills 7 on the Atombia Project scoreboard. 19-7, the Briars lead. It's one of these awkward ones, though. It's actually an offside penalty. Quick tap from Hills. Going himself. Michael Brennan brought down. Is that one high? Hills will just about retain this. Callum Gracie in the 6 jersey, as I said. Brennan met by his opposite number in Manasseh. Still making metres. Manasseh does well to get there. Is that a knock-on at the base of the ruck? It is. Rugby 4-20, the great Australian taste. Find out more about Subbies at rugby.net.au. Once again pushed over. It's a penalty advantage by the look of it. Both rows really struggling for stability here. This time Briars hot up a little bit better, but now he'll start to drive it. Both front rows are up. It's a penalty advantage to Hills. Great work there from Mills to get around the 9. Maybe he was too fast, and we're having a chat here. I suspect the referee has seen enough, and it's a yellow card. Hills, prime position to get some quick points on the board and close up this deficit. Jonathan Edwards struggles to get the ball. He finally does. There's got to be numbers somewhere for Hills. Brought down just short. Inside the 5 now. Edwards again. Quick service. Can they get over the line? He doesn't, and he's short. Has he got the ball to ground there? Bodies flying in everywhere. Held up, says the referee. Brought down about 10 metres from the line now. Ball is available. They have it now. Matt Brennan to the 12. His sort ball. He's already got one, but he takes a hit. Still makes metres post-contact. Racking up the phases now. Michael Brennan. Was that an obstruction? He's brought down as he surrendered. It's there with Tobias Anderson. And it's a try. It's a tough one. Weak side. It's not a bad looking one, but I think it's just going to fade. No, they've given it. Sean Williams brought down. Still trying to come up with something. They're going to kick it away. It's not a bad one as well. This will be an interesting bounce. That sidewinder. Koziolik. Annanen put down. Was that forwards? Well, there's probably going to be one there. It's a loose ball. It's kicked ahead. Is that Tobias Anderson again? Johnny on the spot. He might have had 2 meat pies. Could he stay on his feet? There's the 13, Sean Williams. Brought down on the 5. Bodies have to get back in line for the Briars. They are all offside at the moment. Away goes Michael Brennan. Brought down in the 5 now. Hills still with the football. Knocked on. That's been turned over. DeMartino in the 21. Outside to Brennan. Has Wilson South on. Is he inside? It's gone into touch. Murant there. Brought down. Matt Brennan. Away to Callum Gracie breaking through the line. Hills rolling the metres on now. They can't distribute the ball. Briars so far shutting down the ball movement. Pick and drive, still about 7 or 8 yards away from the try line. And it's a penalty. Briars looks like it's wheeled a little bit. Got a bit of a problem there at the back for the 9. Mills got to him. The ball was already out. But Hills retained possession. Happy to pick and drive. Down goes Tristan Duvis in the background. The few sore bodies on this pitch, and can't blame. It's been a physical game as Murant goes over the line, and it's it's all tied up here with a kick to come. And unless there is a horrible calamity here from Matthew Brennan, they will take the lead, and they do. It has been a solid effort from both teams, and at the moment Briars are taking a bonus point, but not the one they would have wanted. Haven't scored since half time. Hills 14-0 second half so far. And Anthony Manasseh's missed kick from right on touch. The only difference at the moment, and again it's hard to really blame him for that. David Annanen. Speaking of, there's Manasseh, I think down the side, and that's Alex Shalala, and he's booted that into Briars' corner. 40 away from the Briars try line. Can they get further and further ahead? Pass was forward and knocked on. Brought down with, I think that's Chase Rye there. Mills Manasseh, first use of the football in a while for Briars. Hudd has been on a rampage today, and he rampages over halfway. Briars are now in attacking territory for the first time in what feels like years. Peter Cosmas brought down. Mills out to Caulfield. Has Chewy outside him. Anthony Nguyen in the 3 jersey. Can't get to him. Caulfield all over the park today. He's been doing brilliantly. McChrystal, short ball to D.A. David Annanen. Kept in there by Shalala, tackling his own teammate. Caulfield's gone down. Oh, was that high? It was accidental, and it was to get the ball, but it is high contact. And Anthony Manasseh is in a bit of strife here, and Johan Mole might be in some strife here. It's a yellow card. Mills, Shaw, getting some support there at the back from McLaughlin and Cosmas. Briars starting to run through. Here comes Alex Shalala out of nowhere, but it goes short to Anthony Nguyen. Can he get the ball around? Shalala helps him stay in. Mills, Cosmas, plenty of goal bodies. They are now 2 down after leading for the majority of this fixture. Manasseh out to Hudd. There's Hudd. He's driven back by about 3 blokes. He's going to be held up here. Is this an advantage or is this a... It is. So the referee called that a maul, and the ball was not used in time. In it goes, and it's won easily by Hills, but it's being driven back. It's being driven back and stolen by Briars. Here they go. I think it was Churchyard. Plenty of noise here at Rothwell Park. 1918 strong. Hudd goes it himself. Looks for the offload to Manasseh. Everyone's falling over where those scrums have been packed and contested. Caulfield, he seems to have shaken off whatever was ailing him at midfield before. Back on the 22, Ashton Maxwell goes up himself. Doesn't need the headgear today, he says. Ball is open. Lachlan Mills, Manasseh, Chase Rye trying to come in and find support. Can't do so just yet. Plenty of bodies everywhere for Hills. Fraser Shaw, he scored a few meat pies himself. Can he pull one out here? Making meters now, breaking the gain line. Ashton Maxwell, hard contact, holds the ball, gets the support there. Mills, did that man go early? Referee's happy with it. Churchyard gets over the ball. Referee almost blows a penalty. I think that might be Alex Shalala there with that run. Mills, they still are rolling forward here, the men in gold. This one is not over, not by a long way, but time is ticking down. Crawling over this gain line, bit by bit. Manasseh, open side, is that right? Gives it away to Koziolik. Kozzy can score him. He's brought down 2 metres short, and there are 3 Hills blokes over him. The ball has been turned over. Hills have held fast. That ball still moving forward and kicked away. They have cleared the lines with 5.5 minutes to go here. Was he pushing the back? I don't know if he was. Ball's gone into touch. Line out right on halfway. We have a pretty good view of it here. Stolen away by Briars. Was that knocked on? It's gone into touch. Hills trying to count their numbers, trying to come up with an overlap. McLaughlin makes initial contact. Was that forward? That's play on. Manasseh wraps him up, but no, he doesn't. Neither can Mills, but he's finally brought down. It's been knocked on. So Briars now, albeit in their own 22, will have possession from this scrum. Fed there by Philip Adam. Out the back, Manasseh. Outside, Annanen. Mills tries to get to Koziolik. Was that knocked down? Referees hasn't seen it. He's playing on. Koziolik down the wing. Over the 22, heading towards touch. Can he get some support? He gets down in the field. Briars have to go 80 metres plus. Fraser Shaw does well to hold on. Peter Cosmas brought over the 22. Still making metres. Plenty of gold jerseys there. Have to stay on their feet now. Annanen decides to go himself. Has Nguyen outside him. Breaks over the 10 metres line. Plays the ball now and we play on. Phil Adam escapes the jersey pull. Goes himself, brought down. With their arms in that tackle, referee says there were. Bodies over the ball for Hills. Is there a penalty? It's a knock on. We've had a great game of rugby. It's down to 2 points. Hills took the lead in the 68th minute after trailing from the earlier stages. It has been a 14-0 second half. Who went down there? We play on. Scrum collapse, referees okayed it. We play on. Ball comes out for Hills. spreading this ball around. DiMartino there at acting 10. Still moving forward. There's a bit of argy-bargy on here. Oh my goodness, that was an ugly looking tackle. It is all happening. 79 minutes and 30 seconds just about as the sin bin returns. Briars with only 2 conversions, Hills with 3. It's been that sort of game. Well, the Nines lost it. Is that a balk? We have now hit 80 minutes unofficially. There's a late tackle in the background. They kick long to put pressure on here. Koziolik's now going to have to go 98 metres if Briars want to come away with 5 or maybe even more points. Who knows? There's going to need to be something special here in front of the 1918 who pack out Rothwell Park each and every Briars home game. Annanen out the back to Mac. Is McLaughlin, is he going to play on? Referee says yes. There goes Manasseh trying to stay in the field. It's knocked over the sideline. Referee checks his watch. And that's it. Hills complete the comeback. They were down for 68 minutes and they have pulled it out. And on the Atombie Project scoreboard, they win this game. Hills 21 defeat Briars 19.
This has been a presentation of Briars Rugby TV.